It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the visiting sideline, that's Dan Quinn, coach of the Commanders. His side enters in need of a win, sitting at 1-3 in this early season. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And off we go from SoFi. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Ready? 19 Chargers.
On first down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. From the gun, it's Daniels. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for Daniels. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Marion Hampton with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. It only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set. Kappa. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Set.
3rd and long for him here. Fits it through the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Out of the pistol to give to Harris. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Set. 380. Grid hot. Wide 80. Wide 80 hot. Set.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set, 1st and 10.
380. Grid hot. 380.
Trying to get outside here with Harris. Wow, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Kappa.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Herbert. The commander's rush brings him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This one from 42 yards out. Dicker connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Edwards getting it again here on 2nd. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Buying some time left. He's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Roll, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels has a man, it's Ertz. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Benjamin St. Just getting the stop against the team who drafted him. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
From the pistol, here comes Edwards. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Pickup of 2 yards.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
19, 18.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Escapes the pocket. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
Ready.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. An even 10-yard gain on the play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's go now.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He brings it in. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Ready. Cougar Knights, ready.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Ready up. Go. Gravity Lions.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Hampton on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Set. 380. Go.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set. Black 80, black. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Set.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Harris gets it on the counter. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
380. Good out. 180.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
380.
First and 10 from the 32.
32-yard line.
Set. 380. Good out. Ready.
A pitch out to Harris. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
380. Good out. Ready.
Harris once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
380. Good out.
Another run with Harris here on first. And he only needed one more step for the score, and they stop him at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Hampton will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Good out. Kappa. Set.
Running behind center with Harris. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
It's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from SoFi in just a moment. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Dicker connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders set to take over. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk set.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. He's got Brown on the slant. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50B 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's going for it himself. Daniels hit and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Wide 80 hot. Set.
Now Herbert to throw. Completed over the middle. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Johnson finds the football complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41.
Set. Delta. Hot. Wide 80 hot.
Throwing now, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 380. Set.
Herbert to throw once more. Finds the in route complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with buys on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on Miami. And it's a man who had a real nice season last year, Chuba Hubbard. Why don't we go over to Charm City now, check in on the Ravens as they host the Houston Texans. It's the man who had over 1,900 yards last season, Derrick Henry. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Ravens move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Raiders. And it's Josh Downs playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through two quarters, a one-point game at the half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Hampton on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Going to Harris to start the half. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They give to Harris from the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Black 80, black.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Camper. Set.
Herbert with a blitz coming. That one's napped by Allen. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the pistol to give to Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. 380. Run.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. It's made left side by McConkey. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Set. Set. Set.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2.
Lion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I could still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Daniels setting up the play action. Able to find Ertz. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This is brought in at the 15. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
10. Delta, hot. Ready.
Going right side, Harris with it. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
10. 180. Run. Set.
A quick throw completed out to the left. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
180.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and run. Finding room at the 30. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 46.
Alert! Alert!
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Man in motion, headed right. The give here to the motion man. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Daniels keeps it himself. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Going on first down, Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Edwards. Whoa, he lost the football! And the Chargers think they have it, and they do! So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it.
Yeah.
A touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Set.
Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
380. Kappa. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Liking.
Daniels now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd and short, Daniels. He's got a man left. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready, go. Ready.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Third and 1. Daniels. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. Play action now. Daniels. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
Quick toss here into the hands of Brown. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Daniels back to throw. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Hampton on the return. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
A handoff for Harris, running right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set. Lion, lion, lion. Ready.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Black 80, black.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, give to Harris. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. Wow, and he's about as close to the 1st as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Set. Set.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Set. 380. Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set. 380. 380. 380. Set.
He'll look to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
That one's nabbed by Allen. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Delta. Stop. Ready.
They give now to Najee. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Set. 380. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing now. And he sails that one over the end zone.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Set. 380.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Oh, he's gonna run for it. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Delta, set.
Setting up to pass. Flush down now to his left. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
Wide 80. Wide 80 hot. Ready.
Here he is to throw. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead. They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby, and that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
Daniels now on 1st down. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.